Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, yo, Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Papi. ¿Qué pasa, mi primo?
What it do, everybody? Hey, Papi, episode 4. What it do, man? It's a vibe today. Know y'all missed me last week, but we back like we left our keys. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Willie was good with you, man. Yep, first up in here. You already know you a real one for that one. Banana Water, man, what's going on with it? We got the Joel Embiid pick. I like that. What's going on with everybody? How we feeling? How we feeling? A new episode of Hey Papi is here once again. We got a lot to get into, so let's stop talking about it and let's really be about it. First things first, we gotta go ahead and talk about our Philadelphia Phillies. Yo, last night the Philadelphia Phillies clinched their first playoff berth in 11 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, bro. 11 years we have gone without playoff baseball in the city of Philadelphia. That's not all right. That's not all right at all. But you know what? Last night we got the monkey off our back, and that's good because we were on the verge of being one of the teams with the longest tenure of not being in the playoffs, and that wasn't going to stick for us. But if you was in the building, you was had to got it. I was just, hey, for real? Hey, for sure. We appreciate all the love, all the support. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all checking in with us, yo. Word is born. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, man, Phillies getting the playoffs is a big, big deal. The Phillies jumping in and the Phillies going ahead and breaking that title, breaking that long time since we actually had a title run. It was necessary for the whole city, yo. Because let me tell you, we got guys like Reese Hoskins, you got guys like JT Realmuto, you got guys like Aaron Nola. Like these guys have been on the roster for a long time, and they ain't got a chance to go ahead and like do this. We signed Bryce Harper really with the intention to go ahead and make a playoff push, and he's never been in the playoffs, so it's going to be his first time making a playoff run. I mean, pretty much everybody on this roster right now has not seen the playoffs except for guys like Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber was part of that Washington's run, so he's going to be the guy that I think a lot of these cats are going to be leaning on right now to go ahead and really make it happen. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the Phillies handle it. We really don't know who we're playing yet because right now it's still all up in the air. We got guys like, you know what I'm saying, the Brave series is still getting settled out. We're still trying to see if the Mets. Honestly, I think our best matchup is if we end up playing the Cardinals. Not saying that the Cardinals are some slouch team, but I just feel like the Phillies might actually have a good chance of making a good series out of that. And then, hey, you get out of the first round, anything's possible, especially when you got guys, pitching off the mound like Nola. You got Wheeler. Both of them are just hot right now. So, Ranger Suarez, hopefully he can go ahead and string together a solid game. He's been, kind of up and down this season. So really going to be interesting to see exactly what's going to go down as far as guys like that. So it's very exciting. But I did see this interesting stat. Gene Segura, our solid bench, our solid second baseman, Gene Segura. Gene Segura has actually got the longest active streak of a positional player in the MLB who's actually been on teams, an active roster, and not touched the playoffs. So I think it's like for that, we definitely it's good to see Gene's in the postseason. Like I said, Harper. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of time, a lot of good time. We got Red October, y'all. It's finally amongst us. It's gonna be a real good time. I'm really excited to see it, and man, whatever happens at this point. I think when we're looking at this roster, the way it was built, obviously we were looking to go ahead and make a playoff push, but I don't think anybody was expecting like World Series title. We do have the bats to do it if they all show up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't, but what I am saying is that these guys got to string it together because the bats have not been hot lately. They have not been hot, and hopefully going in, we're gonna get, Bryce Harper, who's gonna be looks like he's more engaged. I don't think he's not engaged. I just think he hasn't been looking engaged. So we need him to show up. We need his bat. His bat it's pivotal. He's kind of like the captain of the squad. Schwarber hitting two bombs yesterday. That's a good sign. Schwarber's bat is still solid. It's still going on. Bryson Stott, the dead Garrett Phillies. The kid's been showing up. It's things like that. When you start getting players contributions from all different guys like that, that's how you make a playoff run. that's how something special can happen. You never know. Like I said, once you get into the postseason, it's up in the air. You can kind of do whatever you need to do at that point. So we're real excited to see it. You know what I'm saying? We're real excited to see it. And then I know everybody in the city is excited about one thing and one thing only. We're gonna go ahead and switch lanes now. We're gonna go and talk about these Philadelphia Eagles.
I think I'm one of a kind. Being able to use my athleticism in the pocket when needed, and get freaky in open field when I have to as well.
Excuse me, get freaky?
Get freaky.
I don't know that. What does that mean? Yeah?
It's like the it factor.
Hey, look, man. Jalen Hurts, our Alabama treasure, our Texas boy. Everybody doubted this kid. No one thought that Jalen Hurts was going to be able to take a huge step forward. Nobody thought Jalen Hurts was going to be able to lead a professional NFL team. And look at him now. The guy is stacking wins on top of wins on top of wins. The Eagles are the only undefeated team in the NFL right now. It's crazy, y'all. And the numbers he's doing it with, it's not even a joke. He's actually looking like an MVP caliber player. He's actually stepping up. He's making the big throws. This is crazy, bro. He's throwing for 300 yards in a game. He's running for 100. I can't remember the last time we've seen somebody like this play. Hey, remembering teams and plus stats and players tip. I appreciate that, Unc. Honestly, it just kind of comes when I'm watching streams. These type of things, the numbers, I hear them and they kind of just stick in there. But we definitely not saying go Cowboys. Nah, we're not doing that one right there. We're definitely not doing that. Y'all, you Cowboys fans crack me up because right now you guys got a decent little record. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to that. But let's be for real. Y'all were shaking in your boots week one. You were worried about your quarterback being good. He's not, worth the money you guys are paying him. And on top of all that, your wide receiver one, you guys were shaking with him. Like, no one was believing in CeeDee Lamb. You guys were starting to call him a bust down in Dallas. So it's interesting that you guys have won a couple games, but come on, man. Y'all know that's not sustainable. And I'm hoping you guys do keep winning because you know what? You guys got to come to Philadelphia in a few weeks. And you know what? The better your record is when you come to Philadelphia and we go ahead and put a hurting on y'all, the better it's going to be for me and all the other Eagles fans when we go ahead and go and run you guys right on back downtown, right on back down to Dallas. Well, actually, not even Dallas because your team doesn't play in Dallas. Anyway, like I was saying, though, back to the real business. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has been putting on an MVP caliber performance week after week. This guy, he's got it all. He's got the above the shoulders. I'm trying to go to Philly. Hey, Jonathan, go to Philly, man. Come on. He's got the burn, you know what I'm saying? The kid, he's got the above the shoulders, he's got the mentality to go ahead and lead a team. He's got the technique. He's like the kid is a beast. I mean, and he stays in the weight room. You guys saw as soon as he ran that touchdown in week two or week three, when he took in like 3 or 4 guys on his back. He was literally running, scrambling for his life. And then he goes and carries in like 2 or 3 defenders right into the back, right into the end zone with him. As soon as that, they couldn't wait to get the graphic at him lifting 600 pounds with his legs. This kid is a beast in the gym, y'all. Jalen Hurts, he's hard to take down. He's a thick kid. He's hard. I mean, he's the total package, y'all. So I mean, everybody, it's good to see it because it's been too many times where in Philadelphia we've had a guy and he's come into this situation and he hasn't worked out. We drafted him or we signed him from the free agents and it just doesn't do nothing for us. So, I mean, it's really good to see a guy like Jalen Hurts to come in the second round, keep his head down, work hard. When he finally gets the nod from Dougie P a couple seasons ago, he comes in and just gets to work, bro. So it's gonna be really interesting to see where this kid's career goes. But I mean, if you really just look at his arc, you look at everything he's done in college, even back to high school. I mean, his father being his coach and that whole situation, how he's lived like that. Like he lived, breathed, and like just football was his thing his whole life. Goes to college, plays for a prestigious program, has the Tua situation happen, still class act, sits down, does what he has to do. Next season, gets a chance, goes down to the Sooners, And in Lincoln Riley's program, he goes and he shines. Like, so it's like this kid right here is just like he's one of a kind, bro. I mean, he's a diamond in the rough. This is what you want in your quarterback. This is what you really, really want. Eagles will get the first loss week 6 against my Cowboys. Hey man, keep dreaming. It'll be funny. I love when you Cowboys, because like I said, it's the first month of the season is over. So this is the Cowboys timetable, and we all aware of it. Month 1, you guys usually look pretty good. You guys kind of look undefeatable. You guys be like steaming through people. And then comes October. And then the little voice in the back of the head starts coming in. You're not that good. We really can't compete with top tier teams. And what happens is you guys usually get yourselves into a big game. And when the big game happens, you guys might look good in the first half. And then it happens. You collapse. You collapse in the second half. And then you guys, that little voice in the back of your head, it gets a little louder. Maybe we really aren't that good. Maybe we really do stink. No, it's our year. It's our year. That's what you guys try to tell yourselves. And then here it comes. The next week, another bad beat. Oh, no. The Cowboys are starting to really look bad again. Not again, not again. That voice is getting louder. That voice is getting louder in the back of your heads. We're not that good. Maybe it's not our year. Then you guys will get a little get-right game, against a little freebie team. Here come them boys. That's what you guys say. Here come them boys. And then again, we're getting closer to November, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. The closer it gets to Thanksgiving, the worse the Cowboys start playing. I've got the book on it. If you guys want to borrow it, I'll send it to you. The closer it gets to November, the closer it gets to that good Thanksgiving meal, that good cornbread, the collard greens, the deep fried turkey, the Cowboys start playing worse and worse. Then all of a sudden, it's December. You guys are subpar 500, maybe under 500. No, we're still paying for the division, though. We're still playing for the division. All we have to do is win the division, and we're in the playoffs. Oh, man. We'll get in the playoffs, and we're still them boys. And then it happens again. You get another bad beat. Then you get another bad beat. Oh, my goodness. Now you guys are really into it, because now you're not even in playoff contention. And then what does every Cowboys fan love to say after that? They love to go ahead and say it. Next year's our year. No, because we're going to get this kid back. We got a top 20 draft pick. We're going to be looking at the kid from over here. And let me tell you something. It's the same thing year in and year out. And then you realize we haven't even seen an NFC championship in over a decade, over 2 decades. Some of you weren't even alive. You were scratching your dad's pants the last time you actually made a deep playoff run. I saw a stat. It said Nick Foles, the Eagles' backup quarterback, has more playoff wins than the Cowboys, not the Eagles, just Nick Foles himself as a backup quarterback has more playoff wins than the Dallas Cowboys have had since their last Super Bowl appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, let that marinate for a second. Dallas Cowboys fans, let that marinate for a second. Tell me how you really feel about it. Tell me, please. I would love to know. You guys, where were you? You were in the chat. You were talking. You were going crazy. I'm a Cowboys fan. I love the Cowboys. I don't hear Cowboys fans now. I'm a Cowboys fan. We're not winning the Super Bowl this year. And I think Buffalo Bills is winning the Super Bowl this year. I think it's going to be a Philadelphia Eagles Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. But I don't think the Buffalo Bills are going to get over the hump this year. I'm sorry to say it, y'all. I am sorry to say it. I think we might be looking at a potential Eagles Super Bowl again. And this is how Howie likes to do it. He likes to go ahead and get a quarterback on a cheap deal, put the pieces around him, big contracts for, some good veterans, gets a good couple steals from some teams that are, fishing around, swimming around the fishbowl. Boom, next thing you know, you got a competing roster. Next thing you know, we're 4-0. And next thing you know, we're going to keep it going. So we really are excited for what's going on in Philadelphia. Dallas, you guys, maybe next year's your year. Hey, my boy Jonathan, appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you trusting me doing the mock-ups, bro. You solid. Hey, for real, bro, I appreciate you doing those mock-ups, bro. Like, I'm trying to take this fitted cap game to the next level. Honestly, we're going to get in a few competitions. I got ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas. If anyone's familiar with me personally, or they see how I do on this pod, fitted caps is the game. So we definitely going to be we definitely like we're gonna just get the word out there, bro. We're gonna keep stacking the mock-ups. We're gonna keep going at it. Like I got some inlets on some things. We're definitely gonna see this thing through, bro. Trust me. Like, shout out to my boy Cito and OT. They dope collaborators. I think me and you, we're gonna start something beautiful, bro. Trust me. And we're gonna hold some hats in the hand. We're not gonna have to come out of pocket for it either, bro. They're gonna pay me and you. Watch, Jonathan, stick with me, bro. They are gonna pay me and you to go ahead and come up with some beautiful things. Trust me, bro. They started talking mad shit. My Niners went against them. Hey, bro, that's how it is, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. The Cowboys fans, they always like coming and talking crazy. Then they go ahead and play a decent team like you guys, or a team with a winning record, and then they get beat, and then well, that's a good team, so we expected to lose against them. So that's what they do, and then they end up being quiet for a couple weeks. So that's the Cowboys. That's their lifestyle. They're used to that. So, but forget the Cowboys. Back to regularly scheduled programming, bro. We were talking about our Philadelphia teams, our Eagles, bro. Eagles look good, man. Look, I don't want to sound like a homer. I know I'm just saying Eagles Super Bowl, but let's be realistic. It's very early still. Honestly, one injury can go ahead and take your best player away. And I feel like the Eagles have enough to overcome most injuries, but it's really all about that boy. You know what I'm saying? That boy under center, that kid. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Hurts, Mr. Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. Suited and booted. He got the picnic basket pants and jacket on, but it looks good. You know what I'm saying? It's tailored. That's laid. That's plush. My man's looking like that. I mean, come on, bro. He's looking good on and off the field. What did Showtime used to say? You look good, you play good. You look good, you play good. So yeah, man, we're definitely loving what Hurts is doing in Philadelphia, bro. I mean, the all-star cast around him, AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? You got Devontae Smith, who's actually working out like we wanted him to, making big catches. I mean, the defense. It's all coming together, bro. It's all coming together. You guys know at least once an episode, young Lex got to come through and say what's up to y'all. Come say hi.
Hi.
Say what's up to the Hey Papi crowd.
What's up, Hey Papi crowd?
All right. Go take your cousin. You guys go ahead. Love you guys. And you know how it is, man. It's the reality of the game, Not only are we out here, you know what I'm saying, creating content, but most of us got families. So sometimes you got to go ahead and deal with the families too in the middle of all of it. And I'm happy to do it, bro. My son is my world, and that's how we're going to always put that first. So I don't care about little interruptions like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do this for him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go ahead and make this content happen so that way I can go ahead and give him everything I want to give him. But, switching gears, y'all, I got to tell y'all about date night. You know what I'm saying? The other day, me and wifey, we finally got to get a little time away. Speaking of, having the kid and getting it, it's important to go ahead and step out with your lady. A lot of you fellas, you don't do that enough. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, we'll go out next week. We're going to go do this time. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to say, F it, baby. Go throw on this dress. I like it. I like how you look in this one. Go put on something cute. You know that perfume I like. Go throw it on. Get yourself suited and booted. I'm not talking about throwing on a t-shirt. I'm not talking about throwing on some sweats. Throw on an outfit, bro. Some slacks. You know what I'm saying? My Uncle Willie, he been in here. You guys see him talking? That man gets suited and booted every time he steps out. Man throws on a fresh polo. He throws on some nice slacks. He got on the shoes. Come on. That's how you got to step out. Do that grown and sexy thing. You got to go and throw on that grown and sexy thing and step out with your lady. Do it right. So, me and my wifey, we got to get together, and we got to go see, you know what I'm saying, Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? He's been on tour, the hottest tour. And, bro, let me tell you, this show did not disappoint. From the start to the end, it was hit after hit after hit after hit. But first, I got to tell you, obviously, everybody who knows, Bad Bunny is that man right now. He really, for good reason. The music is on fire. So, they say doors open at 5. I said, damn, 5. But Bad Bunny's not hitting. He's got Diplo as his opener, but Bad Bunny's not hitting the stage until damn near 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'm like, well, it's probably because people want to get in there. So I know some people want to hear Diplo. I know some people want to hear that music. I'm not really beat for the Diplo and the house music, all that. However, I did want to go ahead and get myself some merch. So let me tell y'all about this merch line real quick. This merch line was crazy. The merch line, I get over to the merch line. Me and wifey walk in, get scanned in. All of a sudden, the merch line is literally wrapping damn near around the whole damn stadium, bro. It's crazy. The first line I see. It literally, you're going to be standing in that line for at least an hour, which is fine. Like I said, we got there about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So we had plenty of time to go do the merch thing. So we didn't have to worry about missing any of the show. What's really good about Vegas, and I can't speak to a lot of other places, but Vegas, they know what's going on. They know people, they get parched. And for when people get parched, they like to go ahead and make sure that they quench that thirst. So they like to go ahead and walk around with the drinks right there for you outside while you're in the merch line. So, I was able to go ahead and get me a couple cocktails while I was waiting in this long line. Then all of a sudden I look over to my right. All the way to my right, I see another little merch booth. Now this merch booth's got a way shorter line. I tell my wife, hey, boo, go on over in that line. Just double check. Make sure it's as short as I think it is. Of course it is. Boom, we slide right into the other merch line. It's a beautiful thing. Todd, what's going on with you, baby? How you doing? Good to see you in here, bro. Appreciate you talking about the Bad Bunny show last week. So, we slide into the other merch line. A couple other people, they peep the game. They follow us over there. They like, yeah, nah, they got the beat on this. So we shoot on over to the other merch line, and we wait about 30, 45 minutes in line. Still a long line, but not as long as the other one. That other one ended up being like a good hour and change. Boy, let me tell you. So we sit in the line, finally get to the booth. It's time to go ahead and make some decisions. Now, if you haven't been able to see some of the merch from the Bad Bunny show, it's top notch. I'm not talking about gilding t-shirts, and I'm not talking about like these thin bullshit t-shirts you see at a lot of shows lately. This shit is actually good material. This is like cut and sew. It's worth the money you're spending. Your shirt will actually last. Like the screen printing on it, all of that. Actually, I think it's direct to garment. It's that good thick material too. So finally, we get to the front of the line, and Bad Bunny did 2 shows in Vegas. So we went on the second night. This was Saturday night. So we go Saturday night. So we get to the front of the line, and the bull running the booth that we were in, he said, man, he barely had anything. No light in our size. My wife was actually able to get the shirt that we both wanted. It was this dope long sleeve shirt, bro. It's fire. The colors go crazy on it. It's got all the tour dates on the back, all that. And now me, I wanted that shirt, but I had a second one in eye. Because if you're in these situations, you can't always get the one you want, but you got to have a close second that you're ready to go ahead and jump onto that you like almost as much, if not as much as the other shirt. So I had that. Boom. He tells me he doesn't even have that shirt. Then he goes and tells me he really doesn't have anything in like regular men's sizes. Really, all they got left is like the mediums and the smalls. That's not what I'm jacking. And then what's really crazy is if you guys are aware of the Bad Bunny artwork for the album, it's like he's got this heart on the front. So they were doing a plush stuffed animal. So this is him right here that they were selling at the concert. Now I don't want this, but obviously you guys know, as you just saw, I have a young toddler. So my son, he loves the Bad Bunny album just as much as us. He wants to hear it every day when he wakes up. So he wanted that Bad Bunny heart. So I said, I gotta get him the heart. Obviously, I'm going through everything. Then they told me they don't got the heart either. I said, oh my goodness, you guys are killing me. So my man tells me, look, Papi, go inside. When you go inside, there's another booth, and he tells me we're off to the side. They still got a lot of stuff. Go slide in there right now. You should still be able to get it. Bro, I get inside, and of course, there's still another long line inside. So what do? I see some guy in front. I said, look, man, check this out. I told him what it was. I told him I stood outside. I said, I'm just trying to get the heart for my son. I'm trying to get this t-shirt. Shorty up at the booth already told me that they had both in my size, and they had the heart. Take this $20 real quick. You take the 20. The 20's for you. You keep that. I just need you to grab these 2 things from me. Say less. He goes and does it. So I was able to go ahead and procure the shirt that one of the shirts that I like. Boom. See, it's got the Bad Bunny Puerto Rico island on the front. I love that. The colors are hitting. I got some sneakers to go with it. And then me, if you know how I do, I like shirts. I like things that have dates on it. When you have things like that with the dates, it's something you can kind of always look back to. So I always love stuff like that. So it worked out for me in the long run. Boom, we get inside, get to our seats. And from there on, it's a movie. Bad Bunny's had hit after hit. Honestly, bro, me and my wife are dancing at every song. And what was real dope, they gave us these bracelets walking in. These bracelets had lights on them, but we didn't know at first because they were just solid white. I think he got to like song 2 or 3, and then as soon as like the beat dropped, everybody's light on everybody's bracelet in the whole arena just started going off, all crazy colors. If you go on my Instagram, you can go ahead and see it right now. Obviously, it's affiliated _ Papi. If you don't know, now you know. Go check it out. I got plenty of exclusive videos of the lights and everything going on in there. It was amazing. Honestly, it was a night we're gonna probably remember. And this is why I always tell my wife, it's important for, sometimes like it might not be the perfect situation. It might not be the perfect situation, but it's definitely going to be the situation where you're going to remember it. So it's a bonding moment, and it's important to go and do stuff like that together. That's why you got to go on vacation with your partner. You got to go do this. Things like that are important. Like if you don't do it, like I don't know what to tell you guys. Like I can't see marriages lasting. You got to have that time in. Got to have that time together. So I think all that stuff is all. That's what I just wanted to go and tell you guys a little bit about that. Now, last thing it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter episode today, y'all. If you don't know, the Eagles are going to Arizona. We are going to Arizona, y'all. And when we go to AZ, we're tailgating. So right now we're kind of in the middle of getting all this set up. We're in the middle of talking about it. We're in the middle of just putting the whole thing together. A lot of energy is going into making sure that this tailgate and this Arizona game is going to be a lot of fun for everybody involved. So a lot of energy has been going into this. That's why I kind of wasn't there last week, and that's why we're kind of keeping it a little bit shorter this week. However, October 9th, 10 a.m., Battle of the Birds, baby, the tailgate. You guys see it. We're working with West Coast Swoop Nation. Swoop Boys, obviously, this is a Swoop Boy affiliated show. So we're going to be in there. 40 per person, beverages, friends, family. Everybody's welcome. It's an all ages event. So don't worry if you got kids coming to the game with you. They're more than welcome. They're going to have a good time. You guys can go ahead and see this is up on our Swoop Boys Instagram. This is also on King's Instagram as well. And I'll be posting it probably tomorrow morning. I'll be posting it. That way you guys can see it. We'll have it up all through the weekend. It's going to be in Glendale, Arizona, obviously. Lot 1, guys. This is going to be in parking lot Northwest 1. So that's what the tailgate is going to take part at. We'll be there bright and early, 10 a.m. And if you know me, you know how I'm going to do. We're going to step out there. We're going to be out there Saturday early. So if you guys are out there the night before, hit me up. We're going to do a little bit of bar hopping. We're going to be going downtown. Me and cousin Will, we're staying right in the heart of everything. So it's going to be on and popping for us. So just DM me, hit me. We're going to definitely have a good time. Hey, honestly, bro, I'm preaching because you definitely put me onto that. That's how it's supposed to be, yo. For real. Now, last things, I'm going to tell you guys some hats that are coming up this week that I want everybody to pay attention to. This one right here is a movie. The Pokemon Phillies script. Oh, my goodness. Me and my boys have been talking about this in the chat. It's going crazy. This one's going to be an exclusive one. It's going to be hard to hit on. So I implore everybody, be on Instagram, be diligent. I'm waiting on information about it. So I got very sparingly info. But hopefully next week or so, I'll be coming on the pod and I'll have this one in hand. We're definitely going to touch on that one, y'all. I'm telling y'all. If you're in your local lids, I want you guys to go check out the Big Papa collection right here. You see that light blue with the dark black brim? You got the Philadelphia map. It's hard to see in this one, but trust me, guys. The inside the Fat P is this like the city map. It's dope. Obviously, you see the good All-Stars patch on the side with the Liberty Bell. That's one of my favorite patches. I love to see it on hats. That's right up there, honestly, with this All-Star hat, with the All-Star patch, the 96 games. I love that patch. So last thing I'm going to really talk to you guys for is right now, you guys heard me and Jonathan. Well, Jonathan posted it, and I was talking to him about it, is we are definitely doing mock-ups right now. So I'm entering in Who is the Hat God 3. So it's a good competition with Pro Image Colorado. And I'm getting our mocks in there right now. I want to go ahead and basically the winner is definitely going to get their hat made. But they're going to select 128 hats to actually make. So it's a big pool of people. A lot of people are entering multiple mock-ups. So it's everybody coming with their favorite heat. The first one I'm doing is our Philly Fanatic. So some of you may have seen this Fanatic hat that I made. I actually touched it up, switched it a little bit. I made the script bigger on it. The script was a little bit smaller. I like big Philly scripts. There's two. If you don't know, there's two Philly scripts. You can kind of see this one I have right now is a smaller Philly script. So it's the Phillies. They don't put too much detail into it. On this yellow Pikachu, it works. However, I love how when you got the big script, you can see it's just a noticeable difference. They usually go a lot heavier into the detail, and you can see like the stitching and stuff on it. This is a perfect example of that. So you can see like The scripts are not the same. This script's a little bit bigger. You can see they really the stitching is, they usually put like some kind of shiny stitching into that. You can see how the ball's got like a white silver stitching. It's just the way they do a lot more detail when the stitching is bigger versus the little Philly stitch. So, to the untrained eye, you might think this is the same hat, but really take a look side by side. You can see big script versus little script. Always a win, bro. Always a win. Well, since I got it out, this is the mail call. We'll be posting this one up later on today. Shout out Cloudy Brims. He was in Miami. He was able to go ahead and procure me this Philly script right here. Now, this one is a movie, bro. This one, this only came out in Miami. It was a little boutique out there. So, bro, this hat right here is definitely was on my list. I'm happy I was able to do it. We did good business, and he didn't go in and try to break the bank. So, shout out to Cloudy Brims, him and his girl. They definitely hooked it up on that. Look at that. It's like the Batterman is in a picture frame, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that was the first hat, you know what I'm saying, my Fanatic. I definitely want everybody to go on Pro Image Colorado's page, then like it on their story. Definitely go on my Instagram page, like, comment, share it on your story. Please go ahead and do that. I put a lot of thought into it. The green for the Philly Fanatic, the magenta for around his eyes, the blue for around his eyes. Right there we went with the Philly Fanatics patch right there. You don't see that patch too often. It's definitely a crazy one. We went with the magenta UV, white guts on it. This hat is crazy, bro. This hat's crazy. The next one is also with the Fanatic. This is our Eagles crossover right here. So we got the silver Liberty Bell, boom, cocaine white writing in Phillies. We went with the midnight green. Like, the thing about midnight green is it's been a turn of a century outfit. So the Eagles, obviously, you guys have seen it. They're doing a black uniform this season, all black helmet. Next season, they're bringing back the Kelly green. So I definitely kind of want to enjoy midnight green because it might be going on the way out. So we got one with the midnight upper, you know what I'm saying, the dome. And then we went ahead and went with the brown brim, bro. I want this brim to be suede because I feel like a brown suede brim to represent the football, I think is crazy. And then you'll see throughout it, around the Phillies, around the Batterman, is a gold. So this gold is to go ahead and obviously represent the Liberty Bell, our beloved Liberty Bell. And then I went ahead and did the Philadelphia. I went with the Veterans Stadium patch. The Veterans Stadium patch, just because if you know, the Eagles and the Phillies both played in Vet Stadium until they both got their own arenas and their own stadiums. So now we got the bank and we got the Lincoln Financial, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and highlight that patch because I just feel like it meant a lot to what those two teams were, when they were in the Veterans Stadium. So definitely, I think I want everybody to go run up this on my Instagram page. Tell me how much you like it, rate it. Hey, even if you don't like it, say it's not for me, but good look. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. I got this. I got a couple other packs I'm working on right now. Look, man, this is the thing. We're creating content. We're gonna be creating a lot more, bro. We're gonna be trying to make hats. Like this thing right here, it's not just one thing, you know what I'm saying? Gonna go ahead and try to step out and really do all this. But hey, look, man, like I told you, it's gonna be a short and sweet one this week. It ain't gonna be too crazy. Like I said, we're getting ready for the Arizona game. Make sure you are tapped into my Instagram. Make sure you're liking, subscribing the videos. That way you guys are gonna get notifications. Definitely gonna be seeing some charcuterie, some funny videos while we're out in the desert. So make sure you're following for that. And hey, man, appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hey, Papi, episode 4, short and sweet. I'm going to holler at you guys tomorrow for the Swoop Boys episode, where we are going to be breaking down Eagles. Make sure you guys are checking out Coach's Corner, where he's breaking down plays. Hey, bro, we got a lot coming to you guys. So appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, yo, Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?